Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambi Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata558. As you may remember, Arjuna wanted to go back to the times of the war. Even if it meant reliving the war, he did not mind. He wanted to recapture the thrill of those days when they would set out to the battlefield blowing their conches lustily. The 18 days of war were the most thrilling days in his lifetime. He and Krishna would not be parted, even for a moment. They were always together. And now he heard Krishna saying, "My purpose is served." Arjuna remembered the day when his chariot was burnt. Krishna had said that everything in the world was created for a purpose. Once that purpose was served, the world had no more need of it. But it was not so with Krishna. He was needed. Arjuna would be lost without him. He could not say that his work was done, that his purpose was over, the purpose for which he had been born. Arjuna wept tears of anguish and said, "My Lord, your purpose served. Please do not say that once more. I cannot bear it." Krishna laughed at him and said, "I did not mean to hurt you, Arjuna. I just meant the war when I said that. I know that you need me. More than that, I need you. I cannot live without you. Have you still not realized that you and I are part of each other? Half my soul is Arjuna." Krishna told him about the night before the death of Jayadratha. He told him about his conversation with Daruka and his deciding to fight if it came to the worst. Arjuna was touched by the words of Krishna. They sat in silence for a while. They were so fond of each other. It was not necessary to talk about it. They wandered each into the mind of the other. After a long time, Arjuna agreed to allow Krishna to go back to Dwarka, on condition that he would come back very soon. Krishna smiled and said, "Of course, I cannot stay away from you long. I will come back soon." They returned to Hastinapura. These few days at Indraprastha were very happy days. Arjuna was happy. They had gone to their old haunts. They went to the presence of Dhritarashtra and Yudhishthira. The night was spent happily. In the morning, Arjuna and Krishna went to the chambers of Yudhishthira. They spent some time together. Arjuna gently spoke about Krishna's desire to return to Dwarka. The very mention of it brought tears to the eyes of Yudhishthira. He composed himself and said, "Krishna, it is but right that you should wish to see your parents. I do not want to prevent you from going. But Krishna, how can we live without you? You are part of me, and I cannot think of letting you go, but I must allow it. I will send you on one condition. As in the old days, when we were at Indraprastha, you must come to me whenever I think of you. When I wanted you, you've always known it, and come to me. It must be so even now. Go, my child. Go and see your father and your dear mother. They've not seen you for a long time. So much has happened since they saw you last." He embraced Krishna and gave him permission to go back to Dwarka. Krishna's chariot, driven by Daruka, was at the doorway of the palace. The leave-taking was very tender. Satyaki was sobbing with emotion when he took leave of the Pandavas. They had gone through so much together. Bhima was standing there stupefied. He would be so lonely after the departure of Krishna and Satyaki, his friend. Krishna took leave of all of them. He prostrated before Dhritarashtra, Gandhari, Kunti, Vidura, Yudhishthira, and Bhima. They blessed him. Draupadi bade him farewell. The chariot was waiting. With great unwillingness, Krishna ascended the chariot, followed by Satyaki. They all stood there watching the chariot until it disappeared from sight. Wiping their eyes, they went into the palace. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.